Hey y'all, welcome back to M. Jones Style. This is Marcia, and I'm just sitting out here in my backyard after pulling a whole bunch of weeds in my front yard. This is part 2 of my 2026 garden and what's going on, what's waking up, what's still asleep, and what I'm going to be doing this week since it is spring break for us. So guys, I want you to come along with me on part 2 and let's take a look at my garden. All right, let's go. So guys, just to give you a lay of the land, this is my desert garden over there, my west side garden way back in the back, and then my angel garden over there. So here is my angel garden. As I look at my angel garden, I can already tell that it is coming back to life. Down here is my Gara, and I've already cleaned all of the old debris out from around it. I have my Asiatic lilies coming back. There's one there, and here's one over here, and that is my abelia bush that I just planted in the fall. It made it through the winter. Over here is an autumn joy sedum that I took from another plant and just put it in the ground. And over there is another Gara, and I can see that my coneflower here is coming back, as well as one here, and also one over here. Now this right here is a phlox, and it is coming back as well. It's a white phlox. I cut back my hibiscus here. This is the Texas Star hibiscus, so it won't start showing any new growth until later on in the spring or summer. Over here is my society garlic, and it's coming back, and so I'm going to need to remove some of this old foliage that's died back. But there's one there, and one over there. Look at my lilies. They are growing so fast, so they've already filled back in. Over here is my rock rose, and it grows on old and new wood, so I'm going to just keep an eye on it to see where I need to trim it back once the season gets a little bit further along. Now, this is the first time I've had problems with my Jerusalem sage, but I think it just got too cold for it this year, because back in January we had that hard freeze for a few days with ice and snow. But I don't think it's dead, so I'm going to get in here and trim some of that old foliage back. Over here is a salvia, and this one is purple or blue, if that's how you like to call them. Here is another Jerusalem sage here, another purple salvia that's coming back, and another Jerusalem sage. Also another Gara over here that I just planted back in the fall. But the star of the show, guys, is my beautiful mountain laurel. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous specimen. And guys, this is the first time it's ever put on this many blooms, and it smells like grape soda. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of it. It's so lovely. I'm going to get a little bit closer so that you can see the blossoms. Isn't that something? And look at the bees. They are having a heyday. They're all over this bush. It is absolutely the most beautiful show ever. And I've had this one for about 16 years right in the same spot, and this is the first time it's ever bloomed like this. It usually will have 1 or 2 blooms, maybe 5 or 6, but never the abundance that it has this season. So I'm really, really proud of it. All right, guys, now on my west side of my property, I have my Mexican buckeye that is blooming. And then my Carolina sapphire cypress, they are growing. This is going to be their second year in the ground in the fall. I'll get a little bit closer so that you can see this beautiful blue color. And then I have a black diamond red crepe myrtle. It's putting on some new foliage. And so I have a pretty good feeling that these are going to do well and eventually get 20 to 30 feet tall and about 8 feet wide. Over here is my smoke bush that's coming back. It's tiny, but it's mighty. And over here is my fig tree. Now guys, I see some little buds on it, but I don't know if it's going to come all the way back. And if not, I love figs, so I am going to have to buy me another fig tree if that one does not work out. Let's head on over here to my desert garden. But before we do that, let me show you all my bluebonnets that are coming in. They just self-seed and get bigger and bigger patches every year. Now this right here is the Texas cactus, and it already has a plume on it, so I should be getting some flowers on it. And there's another one right down there. And look, this bluebonnet has bloomed. They are just so beautiful. I love them so much. They usually start popping out around this time or in April. And look at how large this Spanish dagger has grown. So that is a really beautiful plant. Have not had any trouble with it. This is a plant that someone gave me. I don't know the name of it, but it struggled, and so I came in and cut back all the dead looking foliage that was on it, and I'm hoping that it will some kind of way bounce back. I think it is. See, look off in there. See all that new growth? Here is my agave, and guys, I had to cover this up during that freeze because they can't handle that low of a temperature, and some kind of way it didn't protect it completely, but I didn't lose it, and it's sending off new pups. There's one there, and then there's one right down there. And then here is my Soto plant, and it's getting bigger as well. It has those little curly cues at the end of it. So this garden right here is coming along. I need to get out here and make sure that I get everything mulched down. So that's my desert garden. Okay guys, that's going to do it for part 2. I'll meet you back here again on my next garden tour as to what's going on in my garden starting in 2026. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will come back and join me in my next video. Guys, by the way, I garden in Zone 8A, and that's in North Texas, just in case you wanted to know. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye now.